Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are designing a portfolio website from scratch using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So this is how it looks. And this is our progress as of now. We have created the hero section and also the my project section. Now in this video, we will design the services section and the my skills section. So let's get started. Right now, if you go to the original design, we can see that for the services section, we have these services displayed over here, and we also have this hover effect. So let's style these. And if you go back to our HTML and let's scroll down, and here we can see for the services section, we have this UL. So let's style this. So here in our CSS file, let's create a comment. I'll just type services, and let's type dot services UL. Because we can see for the services section we have this class of services. And first of all, let's remove the bullets. So let's type list style and set it to none, and we'll also remove the default padding. Right now, let's style the list items inside the UL. So let's type services ULLI, and first of all, let's set the color of the text to white, and let's set the font size to 30 pixels, and let's bring it to the center. So let's type text align center. We'll also set the text transform to uppercase. So I'll just type text transform uppercase, and let's add some margin. So let's type margin, and let's set it to 16 pixels top and bottom, and 0 for left and right. Right now, let's add the dot that we see on the right when we hover over these services. So for that, we will use an after selector. So here I'll just type services ULLI : after, and let's set the content to blank, and we need to position this after selector relative to this list item. So here we have to type position relative, and here we'll just type position absolute, and let's set the height to 8 pixels and the width to 8 pixels, and we need to have a round shape. So let's type border radius and set it to 50%, and we'll also set the background color to red, and here we can see we have the dot displayed over here. Now let's set a right position. So here I just type right, and let's set it to -20 pixels. Right now we can see that these dots are at the right. We want it to be just after these list items. So for that, let's go back to the UL, and let's set the display to flex, and we'll set the flex direction to column, and we'll also align items to the center. And now we can see we have the correct positioning. We'll also bring this dot to the center. So for that, here in the after selector, let's type top of 50% and transform translate Y to -50%. Right now we need to display this only when we hover over these list items. So here I'll just set the opacity to 0, and here we'll just type services ULLI : hover : after, and let's set the opacity to 1. And now we can see when we hover over this, we have the dot displayed. Now the next thing we will style is the my skills section. So let's go back over here, and let's create a comment. I'll just type skills, and let's go back to our index.html file, and here we can see for the skills section we have this division with the class of icons container. So let's style this. Here I'll just type skills icons container, and let's set the display to grid, and we will type grid template columns, and we will set it to 1fr 1fr 1fr. So this will have 3 columns with the same width, and now we can see we have these 3 columns over here. Now let's give it a max width. So here I'll just type max width, and let's set it to 800 pixels, and let's also add a background color so that we can see it clearly, and we'll also bring this to the center. So let's type margin, and for top and bottom I'll just type 60 pixels and auto for left and right. Right now, let's style these icons. So if you go to the index.html file, here we can see we have this division with the class of icon, and in that we have the image and the skill name. So here let's type skills icons container icon, and let's set the display to flex and flex direction to column, and we'll also align items to the center and justify content to the center. Right now we'll also have some gap between these icons. So here in the icons container, let's type gap, and let's set it to 100 pixels. And let's also remove the background color. Alright, now let's style these images. So let's tap skills, icons container, img, and let's set the height to 100 pixels. Alright, now let's style the skill text. So for that we have a division with the class of skill. So let's type skills, icons container, icon skill, and let's set the color of the text to white, and we'll set the font size to 20 pixels, and we will set a margin top of 24 pixels, and we'll also set the pointer events to none so that it is not interactable. And now we can see we have the skills displayed over here. But if you go back to the original design, we can see that the skills are not displayed over here by default. If you hover over these, we have the skills displayed. So for that, let's go back and we will set the opacity to 0 by default, and we'll also add a transition so that we will have smooth animation. Let's set it to all 400 milliseconds ease, and here we will add a hover effect. So let's tap skills, icons container, icon colon hover, skill, and let's set the opacity back to 1. Right now let's go back to our website, and now if you hover over this, we can see that the skill is displayed over here. So that's basically it with the my skills section. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.